Hi and welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to set the time and date manually on the ECB-20. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I upload watch content or watch related videos. Let's get started. Setting the time and date is done like this. In the standard timekeeping mode, press and hold the adjust button over here. That's the button in the middle until our home city starts to flash on this screen over here. So here we go. And there it is. We heard the beep. And currently the hands are moving out of the way so you have better access to your digital subdials. First in a row of settings is setting your home city. Currently it's set to Sarajevo because I have previously paired my watch with the phone, and that's the main catch of this watch. All of these settings are much easier and simpler to use when you connect your watch to your phone. And actually it will automatically set the time and date. But nevertheless, let's continue. To switch or change your home city, simply press these two buttons and it will rotate your home city, or it will find another home city that you want. So if you want your time zone to find, simply press these two buttons until you find your time zone. So I'm going to Paris time zone since that's my time zone. Next up would be the summertime setting, and to enter that setting, simply press this button over here at 40, number 40, that's the lower left one, and we enter the DST settings. Currently it's set to auto, but you can switch it using this button over here, so it can be turned off or on. I'm gonna leave it at auto. Next press of the lower left button gets us to 12 or 24-hour time format. I can switch between that by pressing this button over here, and I'm gonna leave it at 24-hour time format. Next press of the mode button gets us to setting the seconds. And as we can see, the seconds are flashing. Now you cannot set the exact value of the seconds, but what you can do is reset that value by pressing this button over here. Next press of the mode button, that's the lower left one, sorry, enters the hour value setting, and you can increase or decrease the value of hours by pressing these two buttons. I'm gonna leave it at 23 since it's 23 o'clock. Next press of the lower left one gets us to setting the minutes. Procedure is exactly the same. This or this button to increase or decrease the value. Next press gets us to the date display format, and you can switch it by pressing the lower right one, which date format you want to be shown on this digital subdial over here. Next press of the lower left button gets us to year setting, and we can see that the years are flashing. You can increase or decrease the number of the year by pressing one of these two buttons. Next press gets us to setting the month value, and as you can see, 10 is flashing, so it's October. Again, pressing this upper right one and the lower right one will increase and decrease the value of year. Procedure is exactly the same for setting the day. Next press of the mode button. Sorry, I constantly tell you to press the mode button, but it is the lower left one that I'm shuffling. So next press of the lower left button gets us to setting the day of the week language, and you can shuffle between the English, Spanish, Dutch, German, Italian, Russian, English again, and I'm gonna leave it at English. Next press of the lower left button gets us to appointment notification setting, and currently it's set to beep, but you can turn it off or on, so beep or off. Next press of the button gets us to operation tone, is it enabled or disabled. The key stands that it's enabled. By pressing this button over here you can mute it. Next press of the lower left button gets us to auto light enable or disable. The auto light stands for enabling the watch to auto illuminate when you flick your wrist to see what's the time. Currently it's set to off. but you can switch it to on by pressing this button over here. I'm gonna leave it at off. Next press of this button over here gets us to illumination duration, and currently it's set to 1. 1 stands for 1.5 seconds duration of illumination when I press the illumination button, and I can switch it to 3, and the 3 stands for 3 seconds duration of illumination duration. I'm gonna leave it at 1. Next press of the button, lower left one, gets us to the airplane mode. Is it on or off? You can turn it on or off with this button over here, and I'm gonna leave it at off. Next press of the lower left button gets us to a beginning of the settings and setting our time zone. And once you have set all of your settings, simply push the crown, simply push this button over here. I constantly think it's crown because usually the crowns are located at this position. So simply press this button over here and all of your settings will be implemented. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more watch content. Thanks.